let's check out how Paul Mcbeth managed to get a perfect round at WACO. I noticed that about 94% of you are watching but not subscribed, so if you could subscribe, it would really mean a lot to me. Also, I'm going to hold true to my word. I have said from day one that if I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I will do a 24-hour video where I spend an entire weekend just on one disc golf course and I cannot go anywhere else, so you do not want to miss that. Alright, let's get started. Also, if you don't love the format, I'm totally down to not do this again. Just thought I would try something different for a little bit. And something that I realize is very interesting about this is Paul's first season with Discraft, 2019, WACO being the second event of the year. I guess maybe third with Memorial. And he proved to everyone, to Discraft, to Innova, that he can throw a perfect round with Discraft discs after being with Innova for like 12, 14 years, whatever it is. So that is a big statement, I would say. I definitely think that there's a lot of holes that are birdieable, and there were some soft par 4s here, but still, getting so consistently up to the pin, hitting your putts is just insane.
As you saw, hole 1, 293, going backhand hyzer.
And you just tell when Paul's looking like extra confident, it shows. Like, he just has that extreme touch to all of his shots. You just know it's going to go right up to the basket.
Kind of throw it up over those trees and let it come in, and there's a little hill right there that likes to filter the disc forward, so just kind of play it a little short.
And it's not looking super windy today, that's for sure.
Great there, not going to glide away on you.
Just easy up and down. I think it was really cool that they actually got Paul in the booth for this, because that is just something that you would not really see in any other sport. Man, that puddle is no joke.
And this is the new Kong, that just came out. So I'm really liking this disc for these kind of shots right here.
Longest disc in your bag right now, or?
It's hard to say. For some people, I think it will. People that can throw the speed 12. But for me, I think the fourth arm to throw.
Yeah, this upshot probably seems easy for Paul, but I would miss that all day.
Almost ideal to where I want. And then this one actually.
And just right up to the basket. Yeah, you can just see Paul's aura right now is just super confidence.
Another birdie?
Yeah, I think Sexton's another birdie will be a continuing thing for this video. I definitely think that these wooded holes, I mean, if you want to call this wooded, are birdie killers for everyone's round at all times. So for Paul to just hit the gaps every shot is something that I wish I would do, because there are so many rounds where there's just not even any chance that I get even close to the basket because I'm hitting trees.
Away from all those branches, so you just got to miss the trunks more.
Exactly, that tree right there is really the only thing I got to miss, and then have the right distance.
Not actually.
Right distance, a little bit of a tester putt coming back.
Yeah, that would be a putt that I would for sure missed.
With that wind, this is.
Oh, but he's got that smooth up and down.
Tricky one.
It was a little high left.
Sneaks it in.
Yeah, that almost went out. But Paul don't miss. Yeah, I would love to see this hole get eagled. I'm sure it will happen, but man, that would be sick.
And let it get through this initial gap, and then just finish soft left. And the left side's where you want to be.
Ooh, very sneaky.
Normally I expect to be in the green a little bit over there.
So it's tough to say with this course, where there's shots that Paul got a little bit lucky on. I don't think so. But there are just shots where you're like, man, if he was just like a couple inches left, a couple inches right, he would have been like getting par, maybe even bogey.
Yeah, for sure. You can't give away the opportunity.
But definitely still a tremendous feat. Obviously 18 under. I'm never getting that. Even if I practice all day, I still wouldn't even get close to that. I do like the insight. So Paul has a strategy to go past the basket and not try to go right up, because he might get short, might hit trees.
Different approach to him from last year.
A little higher.
Ooh, I love that line. That's kind of my go-to shot if I have like a good feeling putter. Just a nice turnover, get right up to like whatever 300-foot shot I'm going for.
5 for 5.
Just easy putts.
To the right, a lot of trees here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's an understatement. A lot of trees would be.
This hole is actually really easy because it's
just like
almost throwing the same shot as the hole before.
Obviously the essence of this course, but
this one I just throw it flat.
There are so many opportunities for you to hit something.
That hill, so I mean these two holes.
Then your run's over.
It's almost too easy for me just to throw the same shot twice, basically.
Yeah, you gotta love that when you can just go to the same disc and it feels super like familiar in your
Ooh,
hand.
that was a little deep too.
Exactly, you have it right fresh in your mind. how the
Yeah, I'm
thing's
for sure
flying
missing
day.
that.
Exactly. So those two back to back were pretty easy for me to dial in.
So you got a little bit of tester left, probably 25. Good
But
Yeah.
it's buckets
It
all
was one
day.
that
Yeah, I wonder if
in this
you're
circle, I feel like
James,
on
you
this
have all
course,
these
should have some
birdies, but you
kind
got
of
that
like
double,
Hole
and you're
7,
up
par
against
4,
Paul. Like, are you feeling
462.
good about your round?
So
Like,
it's
you
got
still
a
got
Mando
like
tree,
5
and
birdies.
you've
That's
gotta
it's
kinda
not bad.
play likely
But
just
you
a
just
hyzer
see
back
that
in
like
and
Paul's
try
in
to
the
get yourself
zone.
in a position to
I would be a
catch the
little
ball. So
bit
you have to
intimidated.
think about
And I noticed
Yeah, I
that
don't
it
love
was-
this
gets
hole
to about 80 feet,
because
you know, if I
everyone's
kinda
gonna
figure
go
I
for birdie
walk, so I'm
basically.
flatten it.
Exactly.
So it's
if-
just not
if
that
I'm in the right
interesting.
spot, I can jump
Just
putt and
hit it
attack
out.
But it
Yeah.
has to be almost perfect.
And that's what this is right here. This
That's
is like
pretty close to
90,
perfect.
100
Yeah.
feet away.
Yeah. You know, I'm jump putting here.
Oh, if he made this, that would be so
Looking
sick.
at the tailwind, the flags. I just don't want to make the mistake too short.
Pretty good
Nice and
run.
easy.
Man, how epic would it have been if he just dropped it in and it bounced out? Obviously, it would be a bummer for him, but man, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, I think just
Yeah,
the
and if it just goes
fact
dead straight the whole
that
time, you're
Paul
gonna be right.
signs with
Yep.
Discraft
You can see that right
Dance
there.
around
in
the
2019.
stop just
This is
nicely.
his like
Stop right there,
third
so
event,
just keep it low
and he
throw it
gets a
into that-
perfect round.
preferably not
I could
that
not
fast.
imagine
What-
better
what
advertising,
point, like,
and I'm sure that
what
had
are
something
you
to do
thinking
with
about
the fact why
are you thinking
Paul has $10
anything
million
about the fact you
deal.
haven't
He
missed
has just proven himself to be the
Is there
best
any
player.
added- oh man, like something special is going on.
I mean, there's definitely the mixture of both of those.
Yeah.
At that point, I didn't realize I had birdied them all because I didn't feel like I had. I wasn't putting or doing anything really.
sure.
I was throwing good shots, but after
That is
actually
crazy.
stepping up to this hole, I realized, oh, I could be at 10 through 9 if I threw it.
Which you did last year, right?
Exactly, which I
Yeah.
did last year. So that kind of jumped into my mind like, wow, I can't do that again. What I did last year, be
Yeah.
10 through 9 and shoot a 12.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to keep it going through
Oh,
here.
so
It's
sneaky.
looking really good. Oh, last
Man.
tree.
Yep.
Got a tough angle from there, but not impossible.
Man, if he would have two'd this
Yeah,
hole,
that
oh, that
was
would have been
the two
so
sets of trees, two
sick.
trees you have to miss, and this was a little difficult shot.
Oh.
Just more so the stand.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those softer par fives, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
But that was just a layup that slid down that little hill.
Not a problem. In for
Man,
birdie.
I
perfect
wonder
front
what
nine.
it's like for that to be an automatic putt.
Really, this is
Yeah,
probably
something that I
one of my
noticed,
favorites. I
especially
feel like
this
one as well.
particular round,
Par four, 591,
Paul's
kind of a chance
the way
to
that
hit
he
green
throws
with
his
it.
disc
Yeah, I know you're
and
thinking maybe get up
leaves
there
it out of
with
his
the
hand.
execute
It just
perfect.
looks
Yeah,
so
definitely reachable at this
methodical
591
and
if
so
you
just
really
like
wanna
perfectly
power it down
timed
there, but,
that you just know it's not going to
just
go
like
left or
keep it
right.
bigger.
Like it's just
Mhm.
perfectly
Fairway,
centered.
Try to keep it right.
Yeah.
And I was feeling
Yeah,
good.
just
Like,
like
all my
that.
drives were on
And I
point,
do
just
not
went,
understand
just put a
how he
little
does
bit
it,
more behind it.
but man, it just seems to work every
Ooh.
time.
You can see it just drift to the
Just a
right there.
bit.
But I mean, not.
I mean, he did hit some
Yeah,
trees,
it'll
but
kick
still
you back.
very
If you
impressive.
kick another 10 feet, you're in real trouble. But this is
Exactly.
not too bad.
Exactly. I got a buzz right
Yeah,
here.
just like that.
Trying to keep it low under those limbs.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be so annoying to hit a pretty good upshot, and then it just goes way past.
Keep my center of gravity really low.
Is this inside circle?
Just barely.
Another.
Oh
clutch
my
putt.
goodness.
But I had a pretty open window.
Yeah, a pretty open window would be
10 through 10. I think that's
a lie.
or, yeah, 10
that
through
was
10,
sick.
so,
There's
yeah.
no way that was
That was-
open
that
or
was a good
even
one to get. That one I
remotely
always
easy.
struggle on.
Near the
Yeah,
fast,
I do like that all these holes are
Pretty
generally around 300.
Yeah, I see the roll
The
away.
challenge
I
is
guess I
not the
shoot
distance,
myself
it's just
here.
trying to get
It's
past
just that,
all of the
I
brush
missed
and the
that middle
trees.
tree right there, right or left, and I feel like I get a
That was
putt
a
every
super
time,
high
but,
shot.
That was just a bad release.
Pretty higher
Mhm.
than I think you probably wanted. And this is. gonna
Ooh, going to
Yeah,
Bar
that
Town.
was hill.
Unless
but,
he makes it.
This was an easy decision for
Oh,
me.
be-
You know, that
man,
was that.
I don't know what I would do
that,
if
oh, I
I
know I'm 10 for 10. You know, perfect round's cool, but
I got 10
wanted to
under
go
and then I had to go
Yeah,
for par.
yeah.
Oh, that would really mess with my ego.
maybe
Yeah,
one
so
of
I think
the
this is
most
another
famous
reason why we have to
Yep.
not put an asterisk on this round. It was a great round. But we have to do kind of acknowledge that a lot of these holes are par fives when they're under
Yeah,
or around
just
600
try to
feet.
get as close to the middle
So
as
it's-
possible, and
it's
then
not easy
attack
by any
the
means,
second
but
shot.
it is definitely your best opportunity to get a perfect round. That's for sure.
This is a really overstable Z force.
Okay.
It's one of the first run ones.
And I definitely think that
on it, so,
over the years, they've become a lot more
yeah,
reasonable
anytime you
with
see
their
really
pars.
overstable shots,
So
more than
stuff
likely
like this
that's
is very much less like to
We're
occur.
gonna try to flex go turn over into just a little bit of a straight finish here.
Oh,
Yeah, with the buzz right there.
that would be a
And
crazy
again, I
shot to
it
go
was a little bit
for.
higher than I wanted. You can see it slowing down and drifting.
Yeah, I would have gone
But,
forehand for that
Still
all
circle
day.
look.
Yeah, circle two.
But I'm not a world
my
champion, so what do I know?
40, would-
Oh yeah, eagle for days. He's got this.
Get back on.
Oh, I thought he
Inches.
made that. Oh, 6 to go. He's got one blemish.
this one kinda like
Yeah, that's the thing about perfect rounds.
you know, it's
If you are
feasible if you really
anywhere
want
close
to
to it, then that probably means that you missed a couple shots. So it's not a perfect round. And also, a perfect round is what I believe 18 aces. So I never loved that nomenclature, but arbitrary, who cares? Still impressive, man.
Yeah, this was a good one.
Yeah, people never talk about Paul's power, but man, he's got some
just try to play
pretty
safe.
good power.
And then this is where I got the zone.
Yeah.
And this
Oh, if we would have gotten that for eagle, that would have been really sick.
Smooth little
But you can
shot.
already tell that, like,
This hole's directly
just a
into the
couple
head,
years
so it
ago,
makes it,
disc golf was not
pretty tough.
nearly as popular as it is now. Like, league card
Good
at
birdie
Waco
there.
is going to be
and
packed.
then this is
next
the
week.
point where
But here it's
every
kind of
putt,
like,
no matter how
yeah, this
far
is
or
disc
short it
golf.
is,
This
they-
just kind
they
of
start to feel more
a thing we do on the
comfortable.
weekends.
Knowing I got something going.
Yeah, I think
And now it's
I
just
think people need to know
exploded.
that,
So
like,
all these crowds would be,
nobody
like,
is-
maybe
no matter
5
how
times as
good you
big.
are, you just have to embrace that feeling because
The forehand just looks so smooth coming out of his hand.
I'll drop a little Steve Rico knowledge that
Ooh, a little bit
he shared when I was
short.
Pretty young, but
Oh, yeah, that's
he's been playing the game.
That
since he was
is a tough
child,
one.
basically.
just all day. Paul doesn't know how to miss. Yeah, I would love to know what pressure feels like for Paul, because that putt is something that I get stressed about
Scores.
on the most
303 feet.
meaningless
Really?
C
That's what
tiers.
I thought I heard.
So
I
to
guess
be
I
about
guess I can't
almost perfect
but yeah,
on the
that
Pro
is
Tour,
surprising.
But
It
yeah,
is
I
just
could
a
not
fact, but
imagine.
also would it?
Yeah.
Almost every
All right,
lap was,
15.
Yeah, that's true.
This is
but yeah, that was
probably a
great
pretty
putt.
comfortable
Gave us
birdie.
some confidence coming into these
Not
last
for me,
4 holes.
obviously.
Yeah, hole 15
But
into it,
yeah, as long as you just get it out there,
just playing
maybe a
position
wide
play, I
shot,
think. You can't
and then just
really
get like a
go
close
wrong
up and
again.
down,
No, I
150
got
foot
the same
upshot.
course I threw in,
This is a pretty safe
about
birdie.
2 holes
Yeah, I
ago.
love watching Double
Just
G
try to
go
with
for
that
the eagle
safe
here.
shot. Keep it low, keep it below the fence line. And if I knew if I keep it
I would
below
say that
the
was
fence line, I'm not
pretty
worried about going
short.
over it.
I know Paul's not like going for the
201
distance, but
feet is a comfortable range.
still.
You put it right next to the post,
Yeah,
and you
just
know-
right-
know exactly
right
where
there
you're
when you
going.
need it.
Smart, very
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, hopefully we can move those one day. But I just want.
Yeah, if I was on Paul's card right now, I would be losing my mind.
Take my time.
Absolutely.
Buckets.
'Cause you got to be.
I would say this is
With
another
the
instance
north
of a
wind here,
pretty soft
tailwind
par
on
4.
18, I know
Like,
that's an eagle
obviously
off
people aren't really
the
getting
tee,
like
so-
2s on this.
Perfection's not
Eagle has
the
gotten a
push,
2,
not
but
at
for the
all.
most part,
But you got to take
just
care of business here
get
on
up and down
16
for your birdie and
first,
call it
par
good.
4, 5, 8.
Yeah, yesterday I flipped it over into the fence, so I knew.
It's
a
interesting that he
lot-
goes with
lot of
such a
hyzers. I flipped it
wide
over the fence,
hyzer
it stayed
angle,
safe, so just a
'cause
lot
you
of
are
hyzers,
really
so
far
much room
left.
to the left.
And it's really not that over there at all. You have a pretty open look from that left side.
Yeah, like
Exactly,
I guess
so,
he doesn't really want to interact with the trees, but still.
It was a new upshot for me. I didn't practice it because we had the south wind all week practicing.
This is the
so,
most stressful upshot
this
of
is a
his
new look
life.
upshot for me. And you
But he
can
does great.
tell- Left it a little bit
Bit, but
Oh, this
no,
putt
it's
would still be super stressful too.
again, one of those elevated baskets into a headwind.
Perfect dead center.
There's ever a time-
I think it's important to just talk about,
I feel like it's
is there a possibility of this happening again?
the front of your mind. Any basket.
I think there's definitely chances. I don't know if there's any courses currently on tour where you'd get a perfect round, but there's certainly opportunities in general for like some elite series, maybe some silver series, because par 4s and par 5s that are a little bit softer do exist,
Yeah,
and I
this
think
is
there
probably
are
the tactic
room
beforehand. This is the
for
call
this
I threw on hole
maybe to
2.
happen
I
again,
just
but
feel so
still,
comfortable
who
with
knows?
this, forehand and backhand, so just keep
Oh,
it
that
low.
looks like it might get attacked by the
Looks pretty
trees,
high
but
there, but it
just
was
makes
well
it out.
short of, the branches that come into play.
That's where you want to be, and it's maybe just a little.
if I was
short,
that
but you
spotter,
feel
I gave him
pretty
red
open
flag,
look
I
to
would
kinda roll
be
down the hill.
so
I was really
upset.
nervous with this spot. I'm walking. He just couldn't see it. Luckily.
Yeah. And then this is getting away from
Yeah,
it
that'd be
just a
so
bit too, a
tough to
little
like
high.
really go for it. But you have to.
in the
There's no way
circle.
you're not gonna
Just keep it away from
get
the
up and
water.
down for
I
this.
trust my putt right now. I wanna get the putts instead of trying to.
Yeah, even
come
that's
from
testy putt.
250 feet away.
Yeah, you don't need to throw it in. That's for sure.
Oh, that looked a little low out of his hand. Just
That was
squeaked
one that
in.
Just willed right over that cage.
9 for 9.
It's obvious what you
And
gotta
these
do.
circle 1 putts
16
are
through 17,
just
you
on the
got
edge of
one
circle,
hole,
so
you can definitely
they are close to circle
take a
2.
big exhale thinking that we can do
Oh, he's
another
pumped.
18 under.
All right, finishing it out.
Honestly, I didn't feel any pressure because I felt like this hole's automatic for me with this win.
Has to drop it in for eagle, which I think this is a par 3 now, but still a tremendous eagle.
Towards the basket.
Just need to stay inbound.
Yeah, great line, super wide, flips up a little bit, comes up right up to the basket, and that is how you want to end a perfect round. Let's go. Paul's pumped.
The 10-footer.
I would be losing my mind.
Yeah, this is where the spin outs and
for sure,
cut-throughs
for
were
sure.
like, wow, this would be the worst time. But I knew if I put this one
Yeah,
close,
people don't really throw that type of line very much, I don't
and
think.
I just felt like attacking
But
that drive.
it just seems to really work. Wow, that was solid.
I'm sure you're getting around.
Yuli's like, let me get out of the way.
You're gonna have to do
And
without
Paul
the
gets
bridge.
his
He can
perfect
sneak crazy.
18 under round.
We got to get this on video.
Clearly the GOAT. Yuli's almost more pumped than Paul. All right. Yep. Epic stuff. Maybe Paul will do it again in a week. We'll see. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you don't like the format, I won't do it again. But thought I would just experiment for a little bit. So make sure to subscribe. Obviously, subscribe to Jomez Pro. Great content. Wild Runs signing out. Peace.